Good morning, friends. I'm in my kitchen, just off my kitchen, and this is where I keep my can of worms. And during the hurricane, of course, well, 365 days of the year it sits here. And my this is my little where I keep all their little food and treats and what have you. It's kind of like having a dog. But anyway, I've got all three trays on there. You can see let me go to the side. You can see there's one, two, three. The handles indicate where the trays are. And then the bottom is the well where any liquids drain down. There's a spigot. I keep those little um, containers underneath in case anything drips in there. And if it drips down, then that's called the leachate. If we take the castings and we aerate them into a bucket and add things, then that's called worm tea. Uh, 13 years ago, everybody called this worm tea, and that's the way it was taught to me. And so things change as you go along, and I try to adapt. But anyway, and then the top of course, keeps the worms inside and keeps everybody protected. But I did clean it a couple weeks ago, and I've been giving my food scraps and stuff to the worms that are outside. So these guys have kind of been, uh, on the short end of the stick here, but I still have the two underneath that are in the process of maturing. But the one on the top I just added to a couple days ago, and I just wanted to see and give you a little peek inside as to what I do. And I feed this every day, uh, mainly because I have scraps every day, and I have coffee grounds, and I have coffee filters. So it's just, for me, it's just a constant building. And I'm not fluffing it like the ones outside. Other people run theirs differently. So, as you can see, I have a few mites, but nothing major. It's not, as they say, blooming. And this is coffee filters and some papers. And I did sprinkle it with eggshell. So that's where all the little, little white flecks are. But I just wanted to see for my own curiosity how long it takes the worms to come up from the tray below. I think you can see a good representation that there are nice size holes there. So let's just draw back a little and see if we have anybody. I really doubt that I'm going to, because like I said, it's only been, well, a couple days. No, I don't see a soul. See, there's not enough food up here to entice them yet. I'm trying to see as you are trying to see. And it's mainly coffee grounds, and it's obviously not wet enough to even entice anyone. So the order of the day will be to put this around and lay these out, little paper towels. I have always sniffling and sinus, so I feel that I should try and reuse those paper towels or Kleenex or whatever. I did put some Moringa in, so I'm not going to add anything to this. If we do add any liquid, the way I was shown to add it, I'm just trying to lean back and do this with one hand, is to just take some rainwater or whatever and then just give it a little bit of a sprinkle. And then that will go down through all of those holes, and if it needs any moisture, it will collect then on the second and third, and then go down to the bottom and come out. So that was all I wanted to show you, was that I don't have any worms in here yet. Again, it's only been a couple days. Today is Saturday. I think it was Thursday that after Hurricane Ian, I had this outside, and I thought, well, let me just add it and then start giving them some food. So no exciting results. And if I took the next one off, then of course you would see the worms that had collected. But I don't want to disturb anybody. It's not. It's for the good of the worms to let them remain uh, quiet and in their own world. So if you are a worm farmer and you're one of the old timers, you might have a can of worms. This was bought summer of 2009, so I think it's kept itself clean and looks pretty nice after 13 years. You can see in that lid, those are all the air holes. Each one of those has probably a couple hundred air holes in it. And if things get too wet, then the worms do come up, and I see them sometimes in the lid. Or if I've given them a lot of food and it gets really warm, even though they're in the air conditioning during the summer, just as we are, if this gets too warm on the outside, we're, 77, 78 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I give it, maybe I'm making soup or something, and so I have a lot of vegetable peels. And so, of course, if I'm adding vegetable peels and I've got coffee grounds and banana peels and strawberry tops, and I've given them, let's see, eggshell on top, and maybe some ground seed and some cornmeal, and it's a heavy feeding, then I will notice a day or so later that I have worms in the top. And it's because the food that's in there is starting to break down. And as it's doing that, the energy that it's producing is causing heat. And the worms are going, hey, wait a minute. We didn't sign up for this. Let's get the let's get the flock out of the Dodge and ride into the air holes and get something cooler. So anyway, I hope you like that description. But I will go ahead and put the lid back down on this. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if not, I hope to see you the next time. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.